man, what's up? I just watched your video again, the last one you sent me about capitalism and all that, and it took me a while to get around to answering it. I tried answering it to you in different ways with the texts. I'm glad you liked them. I'm gonna write the third installment in a while, maybe later tonight. Okay. And I've written other texts too. I don't know if you've seen it. It's about my experiences as a teacher, right? And it's called Memorable Teaching Moments, and it's all true. And it still preserves the original names of the people, of the real people, and the real companies that I worked for and stuff. So maybe I'm gonna have to change that, because I'm gonna try to turn it into a book or something like that. You know, at least web stories, like I don't know, at least the whole story on a blog, as in the size of a novel almost. You know, the first chapter is like 7 pages long already, and so I'm just gonna keep writing that. You know, so I have some projects going on, so don't worry about it. It's gonna come, all right. the Taylor's third class. That's cool, right? First thing you were saying about the capitalism and what's the new way, or the fall of capitalism, it's all true, man. Everything you said. It's like obviously when you create money is something that's very cheap to produce, but has a very big value, so you can use that as currency, right? And the value is exactly the value that people give it, you know? And it's all relative, so it's very difficult to calculate value, the money's value. Because, for example, I need money, so I go there, like you said, and I ask them to give me, I don't know, $100,000. And I compromise that I will pay in, I don't know, 5 years' time or something. So what I'm saying is, I want to now be a person that have $100,000, and I am confident that with that amount, I can generate more than 1,000. I can spend all that money on stuff and services and hire people to do stuff for me, that it will generate a machine of some kind, of like a scheme of exchange of goods and services that will generate me money. Enough money so that I can pay back the loan, so 100,000 plus interest, plus inflation, I don't know, and my personal profit. So what I'm saying is that I can multiply this money, right? Surely. Otherwise, you wouldn't compromise. Otherwise, you just you just invest the money if you want to. But that's another way of like multiplying money too. So it's all about this whole capitalist system is about people just, you know, trying to make ways of multiplying, finding ways of multiplying money, or at least earning a steady money income. So it's all about chasing money all the time, right? So when they just print up new money, that lessens the value of money, obviously, immediately, right? Because you have more money, so it's easier to get money. And especially if anybody just walks in there and asks for more money, you just give it to them. What happens is that money has no value anymore, you know? And this is the fall of capitalism. So what I say is, you should, what we should do is create a system, start from small systems that take money out of the equation, go back to the exchange of services, because when they say this money is not real, then they're saying they're giving away a service in exchange for something that has no value. So that's insane, right? What you're saying is, it's not like you're giving me money, I'm giving you a service in return. So what I'm saying basically is this: you start with stores. You start with stores, and it's a free store, just like you had in the Summer of Love, for example. You had free stores. Okay, how does that work? Free store, I just go there and I grab anything I want and I get out. But of course, I can only take the things I want, the things I claim I need. Okay, nothing too bureaucratic or anything. You just go there, get the thing you want. Okay, say, hey, I want this bong here. Okay, I want it, so I want to have it. Okay, you want 1 bong for this guy, get it. Okay, I want 10,000 bongs. Okay, you're gonna have to wait a while, but you're gonna get all your 10,000 bongs. Okay. The second rule is, it's just ethical, and you hope that people will follow it, but you can also enforce it if you want. People can only keep the things they want, they use, okay, and they really want, okay. So greed is not supposed to be something that you give a lot of chance. for it to happen, to manifest, because you only keep the things that you really use. Okay, so if you have 10,000 bongs and you only smoke from 2 of them, the people occasionally are going to have in register that you took those bongs. Okay, and if you're not using them, they can just come and borrow it from you. Okay, or they can try to ask you for they can ask for a donation. Hey, I want a bong. The store said you already took 10,000, so you have more in stock than they have. Okay, so can you give me a bong, and you can be a bong supplier, for example? And then yes, the same way that the free store gave away the bong, you would be giving away your bongs, okay? And everybody would benefit. That's the purpose. Somehow everybody that wanted a bong would have it, okay? Everybody that wanted to smoke would do it, okay? You don't need a majority of people to say that it's okay for everybody to do it. You just need the people that want to do it, okay? So I'll talk about the free store later, maybe in another video, but that's what I think. I think that if you take money away from the equation, people get the things, but of course they have to give something back. And what is it? They all keep working. They all keep doing whatever it is that they do. Always keep it in context. What is the society needs them to do? Okay, so if society needs more carpenters and less lawyers, they will be encouraged to become carpenters, to earn more. I don't know. Of course, you wouldn't be giving them the money if you had cities full of free stores, okay, and free everything, free hotels and free everything, you know, free rent, okay. If you have a city that works like that, then the guy keeps working. Everybody works, okay, does whatever is needed, just like we do nowadays. We don't choose what we're gonna do. We just do what people need us to do, okay. And then what is that you have? You have people that make no money but live in a place where everything's free. Okay, no taxes. So the work that's generated inside that community, whatever size, doesn't matter however big it is, I don't know how big it is, whatever size it is, if everything's free in there and nobody makes money, you don't need money in circulation. Okay, so everything's okay. Everybody can do whatever it is that they want to do. Of course, if you inflict upon other people, if you disturb their lives in any way, you will have law enforcement that the people inside will choose, just like any community, okay? So it is a safe place, and you don't really need money for anything other than to spend in your own community, unless it is for you to keep. And if money has no value, you can keep piles of paper in your under your mattress. What is that, like? Bits of paper like this, dollar bills, that's just paper, you know. Keep books, they're more valuable, right? Burn paper and smoke that shit. I don't know, right? But that's it. So that's what I think about it. And I want to ask you and Eddie, which is we still are in the very early stages of our introduction. I just accepted him on Facebook, but I haven't said anything to him. So I want you to show this to Eddie if he doesn't see it. And I want to ask you guys, Californians, right? How is Prop19 going? I understand the latest polls I saw on Wikipedia, it's like tending to yes, like you guys are going to really approve that. I'm really excited, you know. I think it's a large step, you know. Funny enough, I've been spending time with Dutch people. I was in Holland before I came to Brazil. And here in Brazil I already met a lot of people that wanted to talk to me about Holland. So we talked about their society and stuff. And I have a private student which I teach Portuguese to, and she is Dutch, and she's a woman. She's 38, and I think she's a mother of 2. And her husband works at Macro, which is a Dutch company, which is like supermarkets and stuff. And she lives there, and I teach her Portuguese. All right, and she talks about the fact that the Dutch society is free, and they believe in the freedom that people need to have. Sorry, and. But they also believe that whatever it is that you do, you have to do it and just don't disturb their lives. So maybe they're thinking about changing this legalization, because if you talk to most Dutch people, they're not potheads. It's funny, I always thought they would be, but they're not. Most Dutch people I've met, either in Holland or around the world, weren't potheads, or were like cool about it. Like it wasn't like a big deal, like they were like stoners, you know what I'm saying? Most of the stoners I met are Brazilian, American, Israeli, you know. Those guys are the real stoners because they really enjoy it. Like the Dutch people, they are like blasé about it. I don't even know what it means, but that's what they are. Like they're like nonchalant. It's just like, oh yeah, I like whiskey, but it's like I'm not gonna walk around with a whiskey T-shirt, you know. We're the ones with the t-shirts and the pins and the fucking, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?